Good day, everybody. Good day to my fans, to my subscribers. I love you all. So today is another good day. I would like to talk about one of the business I also do. That is in physiotherapy. Yes, I do physiotherapy. So what is physiotherapy? Physiotherapy is the treatment of physical conditions using different forms of therapy. That means that I deal with real human pain, real human movement, and real human recovery. Now, we have different forms of physiotherapy. Number one is exercise therapy. Exercise therapy means that we use movement as medicine. Let me give you a real example. A stroke patient cannot walk, so I guide them through gradual exercises. Over time, they gain strength. So I master exercises for different conditions. I also know how to adjust intensity per patient. Now, another form of physiotherapy is manual therapy. What is manual therapy? Manual therapy is using my hands to treat. Okay, let me give you an example for some of my clients. A patient has a stiff neck, so I stretch and mobilize the joints of my patients. What happens next? The pain that my patient feels reduces instantly. So my hand is equal to my tool, which is equal to my income. Another form of physiotherapy is electrotherapy. What is electrotherapy? Electrotherapy, in this case, we are using I use machines. Machines assist in healing. For example, let me give you an example using a TENS machines, like TNS machine for pain relief. I also use ultrasound therapy for deep tissue healing. Now, the point is that I don't depend only on machines because my patients value results, not equipment. Another form of physiotherapy is that I use is rehabilitation techniques. What is rehabilitation techniques? It means helping patients to return to normal life. I'll give an example. For example, I have an accident victim that's relearning how to walk again. I also have an athlete returning after injury. So the deep truth is that rehabilitation or rehab is where long-term money comes from. So physiotherapy is a service business. So I don't just sell products, but I sell my time and my expertise, which means that no treatment equals to no income. So my schedule is my income engine. Physiotherapy is also a relationship business. My patients, they trust me. Yes, patients must trust you, and my patients stay with me for 3 months and above. So what builds that trust is number one, good communication and showing care to my patients and being consistent. Consistency also helps. Physiotherapy is a results driven business, which means that if patients don't improve, if my patients don't improve, they leave. Let me give you an example. For example, like my patient tries me for 2 weeks. When there's no progress, they switch therapists. So the lesson there is that when I have good results, my reputation builds and I get more referrals. Now, when I'm doing my physiotherapy business, I'm solving pain problems. Yes, I'm solving people's pain problems. So people don't care about physiotherapy, but they care about relief. They don't feel relieved from their pain. Now, nobody says I want physiotherapy, but they say my back is killing me. So my job is to translate my patient's pain in form of treatment and to provide a solution to their pain. So that's the point. So who are those that need me? Now my target for my clients are those within 25 years to 55 years of age. For the elderly people, I focus on rehabilitation. So as I said, for the elderly people, those who are elderly, I focus on rehabilitation. Then there are many young workers. Yes, those workers that work in the office. Yes, I focus on their posture or their back pain. So these are my main audience. Now, why I choose elderly people is that they have a high need for rehabilitation. They need to get rehab. For example, like those elderly people that have arthritis and stroke, stand now, they need to rehab from their arthritis and their stroke. So I have such patients. I have long-term patients which wish to steady income. Also, why I choose office workers too as my own clients base is that most office workers usually experience back pain. So this is a huge hidden market for me. For example, those office workers that sit they sit in, within 8 to 10 hours daily in their work. People sitting 8 to 10 hours daily, they usually experience back pain. So that's why I'm using this means social media to let them know that they can reach out to me if they have back pain so that they can get help from their pain. So that's it. So my number is +234 902 066 7343 for the office workers that they have back pain, they need help, you can reach out to me. Then my location, I target busy cities because there are more clients and there are more competition to us as well. Also, I also target quiet towns too. They have fewer competitors, but they are slow growth. So the point is that I'm always strategic in my location. So my prices are they are not too expensive. They're affordable. Yeah, exactly. And my customer service is very strong. I'm always better in service. And if you want to reach out to me as a patient, you can also reach out to me through my phone number. So my cost is not high, but it's affordable. I also do what they call um, home service model, which means I come to you. If you want me to if you want me to come to you to your home, you can reach out to me by WhatsApp, my number. Then I'll come to you and I'll treat you. If you're a rich client, I can also come to your home and treat you also. Also, I partner with hospitals too. Doctors can send their patients to me. So, for example, some doctors refer through patients to me, and I get consistent flow of clients from them. So my focus is that I help stroke patients to recover faster. I help stroke patients recover faster. This is my specialization. So I'm using this means to And that's what I do so that you can always reach out to me. Yeah. So I am Collins by name. You can always reach out to me. My my professional name is Collins Rehab Clinic. Yes, because I help solve people's pain. So why am I different from other physiotherapists? Yes, why I'm different is that let me give you an example. Why I'm different. Yes, I make my patients recover faster. Then I also offer home services, and my fees are affordable. That's why I'm different from other physiotherapists. I'm not like everyone, so I don't struggle. So if you need me to come to your place to treat your pain, I consider my transportation cost to come. So that's the point. That's the only thing I look at. But my charges are very, very affordable. Then, if you are a doctor, you can also refer your clients to me because as doctors, you're always exposed to different patients who need physiotherapy. You can also reach out to me. Yes, I also get referrals from doctors because these are some of my biggest marketers. And I'm using this opportunity to build a good relationship with you doctors. You're really trying your best. Now, how can you fix back pain? Yes, when you want to fix back pain, you can use your hand to hold your back and press that area. That is one way. You can also use a ball and put it in your back and rest on the wall. In that way, you can fix back pain. You can also do some exercises like moving. You can bend front and back to help you to fix your back pain. So that's the point. Then after taking care of my patients, I also check back on them. I follow up on them to see how they are faring, so that I can build loyalty. So that's the point. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. +234 902 066 7343. And also shout out my email address collinsakinshi@gmail.com. Now, if you miss everything, don't miss this point. I know that people don't pay for physiotherapy, but people pay for feeling better, moving better, and living better. So I see you at the top, and I wish you good health on your journey to success.